The F-102 Delta Dagger was the first operational Mach 1 capable supersonic all-weather interceptor in the United States Air Force. Entering duty during the height of the Cold War, the F-102's high altitude and high speed capabilities provided an effective solution to the threat posed by the massive Soviet bomber force. The prototype YF-102, serial number 52-7994, made its first flight on October 24, 1953. The first production F-102A, serial number 53-1791, flew on June 24, 1955, and was delivered to the Air Force 5 days later. The first delivery of the F-102A to an operational Air Defense Command unit took place on May 1, 1956. The 327th Fighter Interceptor Squadron, based at George Air Force Base in California, became the first Air Defense Command unit equipped with the F-102A. Ultimately, 48 Air Force units flew the F-102. F-102As were deployed to Vietnam to provide protection against incursions by North Vietnamese combat aircraft. During the early 1960s, the F-102A was gradually replaced in the Air Defense Command, with most transferred to Air National Guard units. The last F-102A left National Guard service in October of 1976. The MAP's F-102A Delta Dagger was manufactured by Convair Aircraft Corporation in San Diego, California, with construction number 8-0-203, and delivered to the United States Air Force on February 4, 1957, with serial number 56-0986. While on active duty, the F-102 was assigned to Air Defense Command units in Washington and Florida. In 1960, 56-0986 was assigned to the 32nd Fighter Interceptor Squadron stationed at Soesterberg Air Force Base, Netherlands. Upon return to the continental United States in 1969, the aircraft was transferred to the National Guard and assigned to units in Maine and Florida. In May of 1971, it was dropped from the inventory by transfer to museum status. The airframe was shipped to the Florida Military Aviation Museum in Clearwater, Florida. When the museum was closed in 1992, 56-0986 was disassembled and placed in outside storage near Winter Haven, Florida. In the fall of 2004, a team of MAPS volunteers traveled to Winter Haven to prepare the F-102 for shipment back to MAPS. Disassembly started on November 12th, with arrival at MAPS on November 16, 2004. After reassembly, the aircraft was placed on outside display. During the summer months of 2020, the process of restoring the F-102A was started, with restoration completed in July of 2021. The aircraft on display at MAPS is a Convair F-102A Delta Dagger with serial number 56-0986. It has been painted and marked with the logo of the 32nd Fighter Interceptor Squadron. The aircraft is on loan from the National Museum of the United States Air Force, located at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, Ohio.